All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS, whom rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers. And peace and blessings, salutations to the hopeful lake out there pushing his word in truth and in sincerity across the four winds. In the name of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful lake, the believers, the listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua. And what I want to get into this morning, all right, through the spirit, the power, and the inspiration of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua, all right, is dealing with how, Yahushua, okay, was the light, and we became the light, okay? Yahushua, all right, was that first example of the light, okay? And we go into light, what are we speaking of, okay? Well, Yahushua was pretty much that showcase, all right, of what Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua, all right, what the Most High wanted from his people, beginning with the men. You see, Yahushua was that great example of how we should be, okay, and what's pleasing to Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua, and that's why Yahushua had that good report. Matter of fact, to just get into the scriptures, let's get Isaiah 42:6. It says, I, the Lord, have called thee in righteousness, and will hold thy hand, and will keep thee, and will give thee for a covenant to the people. And this is speaking of Yahushua, okay, because the Most High aided Yahushua through his walk. Okay, when he fasted, he resisted Satan. Well, he dispatched the angels to strengthen, okay, Yahushua. Okay, Yahushua had that power. Okay, that was the Most High, the Heavenly Father, holding his hand, aiding him through his walk to be perfect. Okay, so he was able to be that sacrifice that will open up a new covenant. Okay, which we haven't came into it yet, but he was that sacrifice for the new covenant, and that sacrifice created a grace period, so we will be able, okay, to obtain the new covenant, man. So we will have grace, okay, the Lord will have mercy on us, okay, within our flaws, all right, to bring us into the new covenant through changing us, man. But it was Yahushua, all right, who was the new covenant, who is the new covenant, Salaki, who is the new covenant, because it's eternal. It's an everlasting covenant, man. Okay? And it says, and give thee for a covenant of the people, for a light of the Gentiles. Okay? And you go into the Gentiles, speaking of our people, that was Hellenized, that was scattered. Okay? You had the southern kingdom that was heavily, Hellenized during, okay, the Greek, okay, rulership. All right? Then you had even the northern kingdom, all right, which was scattered in the other side of the earth, okay. Yahushua was a light and an example, a way to be for all the tribes, okay. That's why he's that chief cornerstone, because you go into a chief cornerstone, okay. When you go into architecture, well, everything is measured off that chief cornerstone. All the measurements of that building, okay, are based off that chief cornerstone, okay? And knowing that what? We are the building, okay? So everyone is measured, all of Israel is measured off Yahushua, okay? He's that light, he's that standard, okay? Let's go into that word light, okay? All right. Let me see. Wrong one. Like, okay, which is a war. Okay. Now, I want to get here. The third to the last definition says a light of instruction. a light of instruction. And when Yahushua was in the earth, what was he giving? Instructions on how to be. Okay, on how to move. Okay? Be harmless as a dove. I mean, wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. That was giving instructions. Okay? What Yahushua was doing. If you have faith as a mustard seed, you can move mountains. See, Yahushua was that light. Because, see, the Heavenly Father is extremely pleased with faith. And Yahushua was pushing that, man. He was getting us instruction, a light, how to be, as someone that's in authority. Okay, because you had wicked authority amongst the leadership of our people when Yahushua was on the scene. And he was telling, the disciples, look, don't be like them. Okay, he that is greatest among you, let him become a servant. You see, Yahushua was that light. When he was washing the feet of the disciples, he was becoming the light on how they should be, how they should move. Okay, constantly teaching daily. He was being that light. He was being a walking example of the instruction. That's why when you get Hebrews, all right, the book of Hebrews, chapter 12, you already know, all right. Hebrews 12 and 2, it says, looking unto Yahushua, the author and finisher of our faith. Okay, now, you go into this word, all right, author, in the Greek.
Strong's G, 747, Archegas.
Okay. And it says the chief, the leader, the prince, okay, of Hamashiach. It says one that takes the lead in anything and thus affords an example, a predecessor, okay, in a matter, a pioneer. You see? He was that light. His life was the way to be. You see, he was that example. He was that pioneer of how we should be. Okay, he didn't care about clout or status in this world. Okay, he was all about the kingdom, man. He was all about his father's business. He was all about the kingdom to come. Well, we really gonna have clout and status, man. You see, that was his mindset. He was tapped in. Yahushua was tapped in, man, that he was that pioneer of how we should be to make it back to the glory, man, because he made it back to glory. He's at the right hand. Okay? But he was that light. Okay? He was the author of our faith, of how we should be, even all the way unto death. He took it all the way there, even unto death. Okay? He trusted the plan all the way unto death. Okay? So keep going. Hebrews 12 and 2, it says, looking unto Yahushua, the author and finisher of our faith, all right, who for the joy that was set, all right, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of the Most High. Okay? And is set down at the throne of the Most High. He made it back to glory. And he was the author. Okay? And then it says he despised the shame. Like, he didn't care about being ridiculed, talked down upon, okay, spit on, mocked. He didn't care because he knew the glory that was to come hereafter. He knew. He didn't care. Okay? Just like we can't care, man. We're going to be ridiculed, looked at a certain way, talked about by some of the, because of some of the decisions we make. Outcast. Okay? But Yahushua didn't care, man. He didn't give a damn. Okay? Because he knew, all right, within who he was and what the Father was finna do for him, man. And what he's going to do for his brethren. Okay? And eventually the nation, man. You see? Yahushua had that big picture mindset, man. The bigger picture, man. Let's go from there. Because we have been called to be a light unto the Gentiles of this time, which is our people, right? That are not in the know. Our people that still have this westernized, okay, Babylonian mindset. They're likened to Gentiles as we was once Gentiles. Scriptures say that we were Gentiles carried away to dumb idols. But now, we've been pulled out of the darkness and brought into the light, which is Yahweh Shai. Now we've become a light. Okay? And it says it. Let's get it. Let's get this Isaiah. Book of Isaiah. Alright, this is the book of Isaiah chapter 49 and verse 6. And he said, it is a light thing that thou shouldest be my servant to raise up the tribes of Jacob. Okay? And that's what, alright, we've been tasked to do, man. You know, the Heavenly Father, alright, has put the Spirit on us to be his servant and raise up the tribes of Jacob. Okay? But it's him that's raising us up through the Spirit he's put in us, man. We're just vessels. But the Lord is raising up his people, man. And we're being used as vessels. We're a servant. We're an instrument that the Lord is using. But it's the Lord and his power and his spirit that's raising up the tribes of Jacob, man. Okay, the elect, okay, of his people, man. You see? And it says, and to restore the preserved of Israel, the elect, the preserved, the elect is going to be preserved. Those that's going to hear this word, okay, and they're going to be pulled out of light into darkness, man. I mean, it's like from darkness to light, okay, through the hearing of this word. You see, this is what we have going on, okay. And it says. It says, I will also give thee for a light to the Gentiles. See, just as he gave Yahushua as a covenant and a light to the Gentiles. As we came to Yahushua, we became a light. You see? After a while, we became a light. We started shining. And it was through what? Our conduct. Okay? It was through our conduct that we started to shine, man. You see? And so I will give thee for a light to the Gentiles that thou mayest be my salvation unto the end of the earth, man, because this word is leading to salvation. Let's get that, man. You know, let's get that. Because what, let me see. Might be 1 Timothy. All right, yep. This is on 1 Timothy, all right, chapter 4, verse 16. It says, take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine, continue in them, for in doing this, thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee. All right, because in doing this, thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee. Okay, because there's the deliverance comes from hearing this word. Okay. That's where the deliverance is going to come from. The faith comes from hearing his word. And the word is coming through the prophets, which are inspired by Yahushua, which Yahushua was inspired by the Most High. Okay? That's the source of the light. That's the source of the energy that's going in the earth, that's pushing salvation, man. Okay? You see that? So let's go from here. Let's get this in Philippians. All right? Get this in the book of Philippians. Chapter 2, verse 14. All right. This Philippians 2 and 14 says, do all things without murmuring and disputing. Okay, that nigga shit. All right. And gossiping and all that extra shit, man. You know, we've come into a whole way, man. We're really starting to maneuver, all right, and move as royalty in the earth, man. Okay, that's how we're moving now. Okay, it's nobility, man, and there's a standard, there's an etiquette that we've learned as we come to this light. That's one thing we study our forefathers. They had this royal etiquette, man. You know, that's part of the light as well, man. All right, that nigga shit, that, you know, that ratchet ass shit, man. That shit is irksome. You know, it says that ye may be blameless, okay, and harmless, the sons of the Most High, without rebuke, in the midst of a crooked, okay, and perverse nation, our people that's through, among whom ye shine as lights in the world, among whom you shine as lights in the world. You see that? You know? So who we are has become a light in the midst, okay, of this backwards, wicked, okay, off generation, man. You see? So that's the point. You know, I just wanted to bring that out this morning, man. You know, hey, Yahweh Shah was that light, and now we've become that light, okay, in righteousness, man. You know, Lord will we continue and endure to the end. All right? So that was the point. All right, Lord will, you brothers. All right, and you few sisters was edified. Till the next time I say Shalom. Kwam Yashala, Bob, DTA soon.